So expectations versus, what actually happened. Like, were you disappointed with this film? Happy with it? What have you?
I mean, I thought it was a great end to Jesse's storyline. I don't think there wasn't a lot to Jesse to be told much more other than like what happens to him like during the time while Walt was in New Hampshire and after he got released after Walt killed the Nazis. So definitely worth a movie. I'm glad they didn't try and turn it into a series because we already know Jesse's backstory. He was a drug addict and sold drugs and also apparently sucked in chemistry.
It was a great meth cook.
Great meth cook, sucked in chemistry.
He's good at repetition, not originality.
Yeah. So he was worthy of a movie, but glad they didn't try to make it into a series like they did with Saul and Better Call Saul because I don't think I would have been able to make it through that one. I feel like it would just been very just drawn out. Mm-hmm. Like he's in Alaska, like ice fishing.
Yeah, to me, it's definitely one of those movies that when you first watch it, especially if you just watch Breaking Bad, it's really cool. Mm-hmm. But like, watching it the second time, I was like, compared to like a lot of the other Breaking Bad stuff, it's like just like the lowest, probably like the worst like product of it.
Sure.
Which not saying is bad.
That's not bad. Yeah, it's still a really good movie. Well, not really good. It's a good movie.
Except for,
good movie.
Yeah.
Except for Fat Todd.
Well, that's probably one of my favorite parts is Fat Todd, but
because
it makes me laugh. Yeah. Not because it's good writing.
Fat Todd.
But
yeah. Okay.
Just the writing with the Casey and what's the other Neil. They just feel so random, and like they just shoved a bad guy in because they needed one. Like all the other, just compared to like other Breaking Bad villains and villains in Better Call Saul, it's just like
but
they're pretty unforgettable.
But to be fair, the villains in
in
Better Call Saul never technically existed until they got shoved in the storyline.
That is true. That's true.
Because obviously you would never know from people from Better Call Saul, such as like Lalo and all them.
Yeah, that's true.
And you don't hear their names ever
in
Breaking Bad.
And it was easier for them in Better Call Saul because you're actually able to flush out those villains. Yeah,
and it's a series.
But I know it was a movie, and that was the right choice because a series would have been drawn out and probably fucking boring.
Oh yeah,
I think it was necessary to have some closure on Jesse because he definitely gets shoved aside a lot, for Walt in the show, and he is just a tortured dude a lot of the time in the show. Now some of it to his own fault, obviously, because he doesn't make the best decisions always, but most of his misfortune is, I would probably say, due to Walt. So it's nice to see you're always like rooting for Jesse. You're never like, well, fuck this guy,
Yeah.
So it's nice to see Jesse kind of get his happy ending, and happy ending, Alaska. So who knows there, right?
It's just it's just closure.
Yeah, it's closure on
didn't
Jesse.
Get at all in the finale. You just knew he drove away.
Yeah.
Before you know, he could have drove away and got fucking arrested immediately.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. What I do find funny is he's driving away, and there's that scene. He sees the cop lights in the distance, and he fucking pulls into the person's driveway, and he's like hiding, and he's got the gun out. Like, what are you going to get in a fucking shootout with the police? Like, what? I don't know. Fucking 30 police cars.
I think they just wanted that cool shot.
Yeah.
Jesse hiding from the cops with the gun. It is a cool shot.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Looked good in the trailer.
Yeah, well, and like speaking of the trailer, like the
trailer
part
made it
where
look so much cooler.
So fucking cool.
Like the music with the trailers.
Like first you have the Skinny Pete interrogation.
Yeah.
So you think like they're going to be way more involved, and they're a little, but not, the little in the beginning, and then it's done. Mm-hmm. And I just wish like that part where he's like looking at the wall and he's got the lighter out. I just thought he was doing something so much cooler than looking for money in a dead guy's apartment.
Yeah, I 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be some like actually cool finale. I don't like the duel. The duel just makes me mad. I don't know.
You haven't been in enough duels.
You're right.
Life. You need to get in a few before you turn 30.
You're right. I'll work on it.
So that pretty much covers what we liked, didn't like. Other than that, Jesse's old, Todd's fat.